Okay. All right, we're recording.
All right, cool. Hi, everyone. Um, tonight, I was not here for Friday night. It was the Jewish New Year. I'm glad to see you all. So to catch everyone up on what's going on, since they weren't privy to this, on Sunday night, I was over at my mom's, and somebody started blasting Amelie by Lil Wayne out in the street. That song drives me absolutely bonkers, but I know that I seem to be in the minority on that. I know that the two of you both really like that song, and that song has also been on many like best of decade lists for like the best singles of like the 2000s. So as I was saying that, I thought to myself, why don't I come up with like a list of like my favorite rap / hip hop tracks of the 21st century. So I'm not doing it so it took me a couple of days, but I did it. I'm not doing it one per year. I'm doing it like just however many, like just 20, like my best, my personal favorites. And when I created this list, I did it as like kind of a combination of like a mixture of like personal like affection for the songs, but also mix it in with like cultural impact, like how big of a dent they made like on like the music scene and like culture and all. So I tried to take both those things into account.
That's great. I was going to ask at some point if there was, some kind of method to the madness, if it was like personal favorites or if you thought it was like, cultural favorites, big sellers, et cetera, et cetera.
I mean, I could have just gone with that, but then I almost feel like there wouldn't be any of me in it at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We want we want what you thought was great. We don't care about what sold or whatever. We don't care about commerce. That's
right.
fine.
Thank you. Because I think that what part of what creates cultural consensus is everybody putting their input in. And so,
and we want to know what your taste is. We want to know what your tastes are.
So thank you. So the reason that a lot of these songs have big cultural impact is because they've been so well reviewed. So but like people with like the biggest platforms to do so. So I'm not going to sacrifice my own voice to that platform. Because every one of those people, just because they have a bigger platform, they put their voice in too. So I'm going to put in my voice here
Exactly.
as well. So thank you for giving me the forum to do that. I could have done it on Facebook, but I appreciate you giving me the platform to do that.
Cool.
Looks like your friend Matt is about to join.
Yes, Matt Brown is getting down.
All right. Oh, that's me, of course. Hi, Matt. I'm Sam.
Hi.
Hey, what's good? So welcome to Let's Get Serious. We are having 20 of the top 20 of Sam's top hip hop songs of the 21st century.
Yeah, they were nice to meet you, Matt. Hi, I can see
Nice to meet you, Sam.
Thank you. So I was going over my methodology and explaining how I chose these 20. It was a mixture of like songs that I personally love, combined with which songs had like overall like really like a large like impact on our culture and influenced like music and left a mark on culture and shaped kind of how we see the world. So before I start the top 20, I'm going to list 3 honorable mentions that almost made the cut but had to get snipped out at the last second.
Okay.
So the first one is Big Pimpin'.
Okay.
That song has one of the hottest beats of any song ever. Yeah. But the rampant misogyny in the lyrics makes it really hard for me to listen to. So I had to make
it doesn't age well.
Well, I mean, again, that's debatable. A lot of people would probably say that it's aged really well.
I'm guessing there's not a lot of 50 Cent on your list, neither.
No, there isn't. And quite a few of the artists have like, I think two songs on my list.
Okay.
And then there's also, I listened to some of the more obscure tracks just out of consideration. Most of the songs on this list will be pretty popular and well known, but in any event, I put a lot of thought into it. So
Cool.
my second honorable mention is Novocaine by Frank Ocean.
Okay.
I had to cut it out because I'm not quite sure if it really is rap or hip hop because it's sung.
It's not. So thank you for taking it out. That was a good choice, though a great song.
Yeah, but that song is really hot. So
although that makes it much harder to find any songs from like the past 5 years if we're discounting singing, but go on.
Right.
Well, that's not exactly the case. It's not so cut and dry as discounting singing.
Okay.
As such, like in the way that rappers sing, like Frank Ocean is an actual singer who does nothing but,
and a good one.
Yeah, who does nothing but sings really well, whereas the rappers are just using
auto-tune.
melody, or well, that too, but yeah, that too. But the rappers are using melody as a device where singers actually sing, and it's a weird. The lines have been blurred, but there's still a line there.
And so one of my picks is probably going to be a little controversial, just because one could argue that for that reason, it may not actually be a rap song. But I'm going to argue, but I will make the argument that it is because the person who does it is in fact a rapper. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
So my final honorable mention is Thrift Shop. I couldn't actually, like, if I was going to seriously like do top 20, because top 20 is like really like top 20. If it was a larger list, I could probably get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that song. It's such a hot song. It's so much fun. It's just really fun. Like, it's just fun and innocent. So for that reason, I'm just throwing it a shout out because I think it's a really good jam. But that was my third honorable mention. So without further ado, hold on a second.
Drum roll, please.
Well, no, I don't mean to. No, I'm not. This is not a dramatic pause. I want to keep Scarlett from taking a dump on my shirt. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't want her to take a dump on my shirt.
Please stand by for technical difficulties.
Exactly.
Good luck.
Oh, I could have gone like this and been like, 1 second, please. Okay. So here we go. Number 20, Swimming Pools.
Oh, Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
That's a great song. Do you know what year that came out?
I believe it was off of Good Kid, Mad City. So I want to say 2012. I want to say 2012.
2012. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was either 2011 or.
Saying here.
Oh, it was 2012 or 2013. Was one or the other.
I mean, that's pretty much the same. Like August 13th, 2013. Yeah, I guess it would be. Yeah, it's pretty late in the year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
The years just kind of they kind of swim by. It's kind of hard.
Right.
To,
they just go right by. The older you get.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they do kind of.
Weird.
You don't know what I was first. Like, I'm usually good with years, and at first I was gonna say 2005, but that's ridiculous. No one even knew.
Same way, I'm like always like everything happened in 2002.
You know what I'm thinking? Okay, Kendrick Lamar, I think, started gaining popularity in 2010. That's what it was, I think. And then by 2013,
probably off of one of it. Yeah. The mixtapes. Also, keep in mind that these are songs. These are just the songs. So whatever ranking that I've revealed them in, you know what? I don't even need to explain myself or anything like that.
No, everybody
know.
has their own opinion. And
wait,
exactly.
I do have a question for you. Are these done in order, or is it just top 20?
No, it's my order of preference. So
okay.
It's not chronological order. It's like these are my favorites, and it's in this So for this reason,
Yeah. Okay.
the only thing I was gonna say is whatever the rankings are, it doesn't mean that like that's the order of I prefer the actual like artists in real life, or like it's like these is how I would rank the
songs.
albums or their output. It's just the songs. It means nothing else.
songs.
It's just,
Yep.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Let's
So-
cut the explanation. You're not
Yeah.
gonna finish.
I'm good. I know. I
like the I like the segues.
I'm in friendly company, I know.
Disclaimer.
Thank you.
This is the disclaimer portion.
Yeah, awesome.
The segues
All right.
are great.
Thank you. Number 19 is Bucky Don Gun by MIA.
Bucky Dong Gong. How does that go?
Bucky Don Gun. Okay, well, we can't play it on here, but you should
Right.
Google it afterwards. It was
Oh, okay.
it was one of the singles off her first album,
Okay.
and like you probably know Galang, right?
No.
You don't know? Okay.
I
If
don't
you
know. I don't
All right,
either.
so if you know,
I'm not
okay,
familiar.
okay. Her first album was called Arular, Arular. You probably
Okay.
know that, I'm sure.
Oh, I know
didn't know
I know who
that.
she is, and
Yeah.
I know like a couple of her songs 'cause she covered or I think she Street Sweeper Society, and like a couple other songs like Paper
Okay.
Planes is the
Yep.
song,
Mhm.
but they had covered it. I'm trying to remember who the actual original artist was to do that song.
Okay, all right. That's interesting. But this was a single off her first album, and she kind of really just burst out of the gate with that. Oh, look who's here!
Who's that? Ish. So I'm going to
All
admit
right.
to you. I'm going to admit to you that I don't know too much of her first songs, and as much as I'm a hip hop head, I really didn't get into her until most people did. With
Right.
the,
Until Paper Planes.
yeah, exactly.
Right, that's a song I know.
Right. Okay, that's fair. That's
So
fair.
the casual
Mhm.
listener.
Right. Okay. So there's that. I understand. Okay, but I would highlight. But okay, so do I have to spell it out, or you can just Google it later? But it's,
No,
it's
unless you can-
that's how
unless
I
you can hum
remembered
it.
who she was.
Unless you can hum it or perform it a little bit.
not. No, I'm not going to do that.
You can put it in the chat box.
That is an excellent point.
Here,
In
I
fact,
got it.
why don't I do that? All right.
As the person who spends their whole day teaching on Zoom.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm actually going to do that. Yeah, so that's okay. Perfect. So I just did. All right, perfect. I don't know if I'm going to enter every other song after this, but
yeah,
but
that's
I entered it into the
We
chat
should
box. Okay, so number 18, and I mean this in all seriousness. My Neck, My Back by Kia.
Okay. Okay. That had some cultural,
That definitely had
Yeah,
cultural
it's-
impact.
but you love that one enough where that has made the list.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I think it kind of. I mean it. Yeah,
You
I
know
mean,
that. Okay, my wife knows that song, so that one's
go.
good.
I mean, it's it's.
The unbiased opinion over here.
Oh, there you go. I mean, she never achieved. I mean, I don't think she that song never. It charted, but it never charted so high that she, achieved like the iconicity that a lot of the
Right.
other people on this list do, or that she should have. But honestly, I will take that over anything Cardi B has ever offered.
Okay, so I was going to ask you, do you think if it wasn't for My Neck, My Back, we wouldn't have a WAP?
I don't know about that because raunchy
Who's,
songs.
no.
People have done raunchy songs forever.
Gillette,
Right, but
But-
how about women? How about women though?
But yeah, but
Nicki Minaj did Anaconda though as well.
Yeah, but even way before
Anaconda is not in
that,
this league.
there's a song, Short Dick. What the hell's it?
That
how's
is true.
song?
That is
Gillette
true.
is who that is. I can't remember
Right,
if that's who
that's
that
true.
is.
Anaconda.
That was
yeah,
like 1993.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a little bit of an anomaly though. It was more of a what do you call those? It was like a standout kind of like almost silly.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a
song.
comical song. Like a lot of hip hop and rap in the 90s was extremely comical because
Right.
it was
Yes.
gimmicky.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Right. But I do think that is a good point. I think that the general level of explicitness in this one is really off the charts. But it's also like sex positive and
Yes.
feminist. It doesn't feel like it's dirty, but it's dirty, I feel like, in the good way.
Be
Not in the
dirty
kind
and
of way that
unoffensive at the same time, though.
yeah, not in the kind of way that I feel after listening to Cardi B.
Sure.
I
Man, you really don't like Cardi B.
I have it out for her, but that's fine. And I'm not.
Did
that's
she
the
hurt
last
you?
time
It's
no,
personal.
she didn't. But that's the last I'll drag her into this. So I know I'm gonna leave it alone now. I swear. All right.
I mean, I'm just dying to know why you hate her so much, but like,
That's a whole other segment.
Different strokes for different folks.
And
Well-
different strokes for different folks, and I don't like her brand. I think her brand is trash. Anyway, yeah, okay.
so you think she's a bad role model? That's basically it.
Shade room.
Yeah, but a lot of people out there are bad role models, but yeah, she really is, and she doubles down on it hard, like it's something to be proud. Anyway, I don't want to get sued by her, so.
She's gonna get him for defamation up here.
Just say allegedly after everything.
Allegedly,
Just
just say
allegedly. Thank you. Yeah.
Supposedly,
Like Jesus and Marrow too.
the word on the street is
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's a conversation for another time, but I actually think the opposite of, I actually really enjoy her politically, but
You enjoy her politically?
yeah, but that's how she's spoken out when interviewed with Bernie and things like that.
Yeah, for certain. She's said a lot of great straight up things. Her analysis of what's going on, she's able to really like take what's going on and like spit it back out in a way that's easily understood for the masses, but in a way that is a smart analysis as well. I like.
Yeah, she is not dumb. Like,
Okay. Anyway, awesome. Agree to disagree. But yeah, go ahead.
No, but my point is that, sorry, I'm not going to push it any further, but I have a hard time understanding how you can think, and I like both of them, but I have a hard time understanding how one could think that Cardi B was trash and not Nicki Minaj.
Because with Nicki Minaj, it's more of with Nicki Minaj, in my opinion, the trashiness is more of an act. It's more of a costume, it's more satirical almost. With Cardi B, she just says like allegedly some things that I find really, really, really uninformed. Everything, like her whole rant about Tiger King, the way she came at it, she was just like, and then, I mean, the fact, I'm sorry, I think she, honestly, allegedly, I don't think that she sounds intelligent. And I think that when she goes and interviews politicians, I think it's a really bad look, but she is not, I'm sorry, she is not, she does not sound informed to me at all.
I personally feel like that's kind of a classist view.
Oh,
but
please.
That's just me.
It's how I'm sorry. Okay. This is supposed to be about music. I don't have the time for this right now, but if you want, I will go
not
and pull
on the
up
list.
a whole,
Let's get on with it.
Let's table that.
Things that she has said that I
Her and
find
50 Cent
really,
are not on this list. Don't get mad.
Yeah, we'll table that discussion. I think it'll be a great discussion for another time.
I'll be happy
I'll
be happy to do it then too, but I will pull up a whole list of things that she said that I think are really, really
I mean, if it's specific things, that's one thing. But I mean, I feel like it's classist to not just the way that she talks. So
okay, well, that's not
the verbiage.
Okay. Well, I'm actually not talking about the way she talks. I'm talking about what she says.
Okay, then that's different.
Yes, it is.
Anyways,
okay,
go on.
Cool. All right, so, yeah. So I'm not going to take the class warfare accusations. I'm not here for that. I'm here to have fun.
And Sam, do you have a nickname? Do you have a nickname that you go by for the fans out there? Wasn't there a nickname we came up with last time, or
not what that we came up with last time?
Or well, either you or
I mean,
we or-
Safety Sam from the NIPERC days, but I don't know.
No, that wasn't what we discussed. That's not what we just.
Okay, there might have been something else. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. No worries.
There was I don't know. I thought a
Argyle
writer
in there.
thing. I thought like a writer moniker. There was I don't know.
I
thought there
love
was
you. I love it. I hope it's true. I love it's
Okay.
true. Number 17, No Church in the Wild.
Oh, okay. Kanye. Okay.
Yeah,
Is that
and
Kanye
Jay-Z.
and Jay-Z? Yes.
it is. That bass line makes me feel like such a badass.
Is that what's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer? Is that one?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
That
And
song
is that the watch? Is that called Watch the Throne? Or is
that's
it
that album. Yeah, that song
Yeah.
gives me chills.
Cool.
Yes.
And that's early 2000s.
No, it was
No,
2011.
that's like 2010,
2011.
2011.
Okay.
Was that Ish?
11. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
No,
that's-
that's Matt.
No,
that
that's
was
Matt.
Matt. Sorry.
I'm
I
like
think
looking
Ish
them
is
up
just
because
Ish is
some
on
of might know the
Incognito.
song,
Ish
but
is
I
on
can't
Ghost. Ish is on
remember
Ghost. Got it.
the era of it.
All right. Cool. All right. I like the whole look, Matt. You're in this dark room, all mysterious.
Oh, I can turn on a light.
You don't have to. It's good.
Okay.
You don't have to. It's good. Be comfortable. Do you? All right. So
It's not as dark as it was the last time.
okay.
Yeah, we can see you. We can see you, so that's good.
Right.
Cool. Sorry, I don't mean to make. Okay, yeah, I need to sit down. I don't want to give everyone I don't want to give like all the viewers vertigo or something. I just just on my phone. All right, number 16 is "No Problem" by Chance the Rapper.
No problem. Okay. How does that one go?
You ain't really got no problem with me. I
Okay.
think that "No Problem" Chance the Rapper featuring Lil Wayne and TJ.
Oh yes. Yeah. Okay. Ain't really got no problem with me. Okay.
It's also, full disclosure, it has been a personal fantasy of mine to walk into work or any sort of crowded room with a large crowd and just shout out 2 Chainz at the top of my lungs.
So that's 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, and Chance.
Chance the Rapper is the lead, yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah.
seeing on here. 2 Chainz.
Yeah. Yes. So I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of that one. I'm a big fan of Chance the Rapper too. He seems like a really great guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 15 is "Work It" by Missy Elliott.
Oh, that's a great. Okay.
Yeah.
When did that one come out?
Really
That's
early
gotta
on. I think it's either 2002. Oh, you know what, Matt? Are you doing a research?
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Dude.
That was just 2016. That last
He's the
song.
fact checker.
Yeah. Right. Okay. No. Yeah. The Chance the Rapper song was 2016. When is "Work It"?
2009.
Oh, okay.
2009.
No, that's just the YouTube. I think when it. Hold on. No, then it says. Hold on, I'm looking for the
Yeah, you're-
actual. 2003.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I was gonna say it was
January
early. Yeah.
2003.
That's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna
it's
say
a
it
fact
was-
choice.
I was gonna say it was pretty early. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
as soon as I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. No. The YouTube. Yeah. You're better off Wikipedia-ing that. And I also remember that. Yeah. That was really early. And I remember that specifically because in the video.
2002, it's actually recorded. Then
Okay,
released
yeah.
September 9th, 2002. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I think
Awesome. Because in the video for that song, there are these beautiful illustrated renderings of Aaliyah and Left Eye.
Oh, okay.
So it was just, it was
Yeah,
really
that's a
fresh.
sweet video too. I do
Yeah.
remember.
So I was 15.
So if you've got nothing to say on any of these hip hop choices,
I don't know if he's in here.
I'll leave him. Oh, he's fine. If he wants to chime in, he
If
will.
he wants to
Yeah.
chime in, he will.
Word.
By the way, just to go back briefly now, because this is sticking in my craw, in retrospect, if I came off as being classist against Cardi B, it was not my intention. The whole point was I'm critical of what she says, not her accent.
Yeah, I don't think
Thank
don't
you.
think you said enough for that to have been.
Well, Emily
surmised.
clearly felt that's what Emily felt that I
I'd have
might
to
have.
say she
So
jumped the gun. Like, I'd
Our
have to say
legal will
she
clear
jumped-
anything up.
Then-
Don't worry.
I
But
would say
here's
she
the-
jumped the gun on that. Like, maybe
No.
an assumption, or
No,
maybe other
sorry.
people have attacked her
Sorry.
for that reason.
I'm not jumping the gun. Like, if I feel a type of way, I feel a type of way.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not
good.
based on what he said, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you are privy to conversations y'all have had, like elsewhere, or if you feel like Sam is a certain type of way elsewhere, that's one thing.
No,
but I'm
it's
saying,
not.
Well,
No, it's not.
actually, it's subjective to the subscriber.
It's not
how
about.
someone feels
Here's
based
the
upon
thing.
what somebody says.
Yeah,
It's
and that's
not about
my subjectivity.
Sam.
Is like, I didn't hear Sam say anything that came off.
Yeah, but
It's
you can't.
not
What
about.
I'm saying is, you can't speak to what Emily felt because of what he said.
Yes, but I can give my opinion, which is what I'm doing.
But
Well,
it's
no,
not about
She said,
Sam.
hold on, because I don't think, I personally don't feel that Sam said anything. But what happened was she said, no, I feel that way. And you said not because of what he said. And I'm not, all I'm saying is it's subjective. If that's what she felt, that's just what she felt.
Well,
Okay.
let
You
her
don't
fi-
feel
let her
that way based
let her
upon what she
let her
feels.
finish. Let her speak for herself, so I can see what
Well,
she's getting at.
Well, I'm
doesn't
not
need
speaking
you-
for her.
she doesn't need
I'm not
you to,
speaking
like-
for her. I'm not
Okay.
speaking for her. I'm
All right,
speaking to what I
let
heard.
me see what she's talking about. She can stand up for herself.
I'm not
Well, what
speaking
I'm-
up for her. I'm making an
Yes.
observation. I can
I got
talk
you.
too.
It's just an observation, and I
Man, stop
And-
shooing me off like that. I can talk too. Real
yes,
talk.
you're
Stop
allowed to
get off
talk.
a cross.
But I'm just trying to like not take up too much time because Sam has to leave in half an hour. But like, it's not about Sam specifically.
Straight
about-
disrespectful. Sorry.
It's about the fact that like, it's not about Sam specifically that I feel a type of way when people say that. I feel a type of way in general if somebody says that about like somebody who, like, the word that was coming to my mind was ratchet. Like when you were talking, like that it was kind of implied that you're like, oh well, I don't like her because she's ratchet. And
But I didn't actually say that though.
No, you didn't say that, and that's what
But that's how you felt.
That's how I felt. That's what I felt you meant. And I've dealt with, and no offense to you, you know I don't mean any offense, but I've dealt with like, and I've done it myself in the past and had to stop myself, but I've dealt with a lot of white people calling like people like my neighbors and things like that, or my friends ratchet, and like, just because of the way that they talk. And I'm kind of, so it is kind of triggering for me when it's implied that somebody is ratchet, ostensibly.
Okay. All right. Well,
Go on. I'm sorry.
it's okay. Right. Well, that's fair. I understand that. I hear what you're saying. It's not where I was coming from, but also, I mean, I'm not perfect, and sometimes it's okay to be like, listen, you can say that you feel like something that I said may have come off a certain way. Is that what you meant? And so like, I have no problem, saying like, actually, or like saying, because, sometimes things like this do happen, and have to be just, and sometimes people say things and it does come off a certain way and they don't necessarily realize
Yeah,
it. So it's
and
good to like
this is just
clarify
me.
and get
Well,
clarification.
this is just me like commenting that like, while I never thought that it was your intent, obviously, to sound classist, like that there are going to be, that it is an issue that I personally am sensitive to, and that there are going to be other people who may have taken it that way is all.
All right. Well, I understand, and I'm glad you got how you felt out there so that we could get this out of the way, because I'm going to drop the subject after this, but for me anyway, because I have a limited amount of time and I wanted to get through this and have fun, but also because I was talking about
the words that she said, not how she said them. But if there was any doubt as to whether or not I was coming from that other place, then I'm glad we got this out in the open so we could clear it up.
So
But
I
then
just want to say really quick, I didn't feel that that's where Sam was coming from personally. Although from
Right.
what I heard, I do feel like Emily felt that way, but I also feel like Emily you might make things a little bit more personal when it comes to like things that you're passionate about.
Yes, you know this.
Totally. She
Yeah,
just said
so
that. She just said that.
like
yeah.
like with 6ix9ine or with Cardi B or what have you. And then the last thing I want to say, as far as the exchange that we just had on air, so I'm going to address it on air. Please, Flav, because I think it's a cheap tactic. Not that you're doing it intentionally, but it gives off the implication that I'm sticking up or speaking for someone. I'm only speaking for me.
I
Period.
got you.
And I'm only speaking about what I observed.
Okay.
That's it. Not sticking up for anyone, not holding none of that. I'm speaking to what I observed. And I'm addressing it on air because it was implied on air. And I think it's a very cheap tactic. I don't think that is something you do intentionally, but yet it's done.
Yeah, you and I should talk. I apologize if I came off as disrespectful. I think you and I have some unresolved things we should talk about, which I think is going to manifest if we don't talk about it. So you and I should talk when we get a chance. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Other than that, I want to hear the list. I want to hear the rest of it.
All right,
Yes,
let's get back to
moving
this
on.
list.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So moving forward, number 14, Lose Yourself.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, let me check the date. I want to
Is that
say.
the second
It's
major
2002.
album?
Yes, it is.
March
Yeah, I think
Madness.
it is.
It's the 8 Mile soundtrack.
Oh, that's the 8 Mile, right?
hmm
Okay. Right.
All right.
2002.
Yeah, I guess no need to discuss it. We're all in agreement. It's a great song.
We all
There's
know
no
what that
confusion
is,
about
yeah.
it. Okay.
It's a well-known song.
All right. Number 13, Yonkers.
Are we already on
we got-
13?
Wait, yeah. Did we get there already?
Yeah.
I thought we were just on 18, but that's
Oh my God, no. 18 was
No.
like a while ago.
Okay.
okay.
I thought we were on 15 or something, but
Do I
heard
if we're on
Chance the
13,
Rapper.
we're on.
All right, so I'll
I heard
recap.
Chance the Rapper, Missy Elliott, My Neck, My Back.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. It's just
Okay,
because
okay.
it's written in
Thanks,
the
Ish.
chat. It's because it's written in the chat. So we were,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Oh.
haven't been reading.
Oh Lord. Okay, so do I have to enter it into the chat?
No, I
No,
lost
that's
track.
okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's
You
okay.
don't have to do that for me.
Okay. Well, I wanna. Yeah, that's fine.
We want you to get your songs. We want you to get your list off.
We can always go back and look at them.
Yeah, we can always
yeah.
recap. We can always do a recap.
Yes, we can. Okay. All right. Fine. Yes, we can. But this might. Well, it still might help. All right. Oh my God.
Okay, Tyler. Yeah, okay. I know what's on. 2011. I'm looking on here. That
Yes.
2010 recorded, released
Okay.
February 14th.
All right. After this, if somebody wants to enter the song into the chat,
I'll do it.
All right. If you want. Okay. So yeah. Number 13 is Yonkers by Tyler the Creator. So that was
This
number
is the second. This is the second Tyler song.
No, that was his first and only.
Oh,
only
the
song
other
on our
one
list.
was honorable mention, right or no?
No,
No,
there was no honor.
He wasn't there.
There was no
he
honorable
hasn't. That's
mention.
Oh, why did
You're
I?
hearing
Is that a
things.
Kanye?
How does
Oh,
Yonkers
okay. No one's hearing anything.
how does Yonkers go?
Oh
You don't gotta rap it, just like I don't know, like a melody or a tune or you know what I mean?
God, hold on. Let me
Statements.
look up. No, because I have to Google the lyrics now. It's. Hang on. No, I mean, and
Well, he's got those very dark beats, right? Like those very
yeah, and
like.
it should, hold on. I'm a walking. Okay, I'm a
don't
effing
think I
walking
can hear that.
paradox. No, I'm not. Threesomes with an effing triceratops.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Rapping as a mocking deaf rock stars, wearing synthetic wigs,
do it on
making.
the.
All right.
Can't you people Google the melody yourselves afterwards? That's why we're putting it in the chat box.
Well, we like to
It's like
imagine
it's
what
like
we're.
snare.
Also, we could get sued for copyright. So editing.
Yeah, no, I like.
Okay,
No,
whatever,
not for
then.
singing. Not for singing it yourself.
All right. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So, side note, I do wonder those people who do the first listens, like the kids who listen
Reactions.
to reactions.
They don't get the license, but eventually some of those get taken off the air.
right.
I
But
think
they
if
just
they,
they're
if
saying they can't
a certain way
monetize.
you have to do it. There's parody law, like if
Right, but they are playing long clips of the actual
Right.
songs and the video. So you're saying they probably can't monetize any of those videos.
No, you can't make money off of them.
I see.
I think that's the real.
I'm
motivation.
surprised
Real
none of us broke out into. You're in that. Is it worth it? Let me work it. Like that's just so hard not to sing.
I know.
Well, we were waiting for you to.
I sang it in my
break
head.
out into karaoke.
Listen,
on this.
thank you, Ish. It's
Mike, I
catchy
thought you
AF,
normally take the
and
lead
yeah.
on that, Flav.
Nah, that's you. I tried to get Sam to do it, but he wasn't taking the bait.
I'd like to get to know you so I can show you. Put hurting on you, like I told you.
Oh, Sam, I'm gonna tag you. I'm gonna tag you to a video as soon as I can find it.
Okay.
It's like this old middle-aged woman at like a barbecue, and they're doing karaoke, and she just does that song.
I think I've seen it. But please go ahead and tag me anyway.
It's
Please
so
feel
funny.
free. I know. Give me all your numbers so I can find you, so I can phone you. Your girl acting stank, they call me over.
Wait,
She does the whole joint.
So no problem. Was that the other?
Yeah, no problem was number 16 by Chance the Rapper.
Oh, Chance. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't featuring Tyler.
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, why
That
did
was
I think
2 Chainz and Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought there was another Tyler joint on here.
That's
Lil
what I
Wayne.
said. You're hearing things.
It's Tyler. It's Tyler Durden. Careful.
Yeah.
It's Tyler Durden.
Number 12.
Yeah.
Number 12.
Number 12 is "Runaway" by Kanye.
Kanye. Okay.
Mhm.
And you're definitely sure Tyler didn't have any honorable mentions on here.
No,
Oh my
he
God.
didn't. I was listening.
Flav,
Damn.
I'm just
I
confusing.
promise you.
I'm just confusing 21st century rappers.
I
That's all.
promise you, I am not messing with you. That was
Oh,
the only
Chance.
time Tyler is showing up.
Okay, it's
Sam?
probably Chance. I probably mixed Chance with Tyler for some
I
reason.
think there's like a Mandela effect
Sam,
going on
what's
here.
up?
It could be.
Yes,
Sam, my
Ish?
friend, I feel
Yes,
like
what's up?
I feel like this is an expose here. You're very critical of Kanye outside of musically, I see. This is the second time Kanye showed up.
Well,
Right,
Kanye gets a lot of that though.
It won't be
Featured
the,
artist on here yet.
and it
But
won't be the last time either.
But isn't that Kanye's whole thing? Is people love his music, but they really
But they hate him in
Yeah.
real life.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
I feel the
interesting.
same way.
One, I'm just kind of pulling Sam's chain, but it's interesting because I've never been a big fan of Kanye's music. Only
I've
because
got a
I
few
don't like his
people that are
voice.
missing from this list. What is
I
this
don't
in
like-
the last how many years, or what are we saying, all time?
21st century.
Oh, okay.
I don't
vocally,
necessarily like his voice.
I don't think he's got the best voice either, but his production is unbelievable, and that carries it along for me. And it won't be the last time that he shows up here either on my list, because I really, I do think I don't love his rapping voice, but I do think that he is a genius of some sort.
I will
So
say there's that one song. Is it The Lights or something? All of the Lights.
All of the lights, all of the lights.
Like that song, the one he did with Rihanna and Paul McCartney.
Elton
And,
John, I think you mean, but that's
No,
okay.
with Paul McCartney.
Oh, he did one with Paul McCartney as well. All right,
Yeah,
excellent.
Paul McCartney played guitar, and him and Rihanna sang.
Nice. Yeah, I'm sure that's true. I'm sure I'm not sure which song that is, but I'm sure that's awesome. I'm sure you're right, and I'll Google that after this. Yeah. No. Again. Yeah. I mean, musically, I think he is a genius. I don't love his rapping voice, but I think his songs are incredible. And
I feel like his voice got better though, because he had that annoying Southern twang thing he used to do too much.
Isn't
when
he
he
from Chicago?
started.
Though?
Well,
Yeah, he is
that's
from Chicago.
Yeah, but
All right.
they've got
That
a
doesn't mean
weird.
that he
They've
can't-
got a.
That doesn't mean he
they've
can't
got a
Like
adopt
weird
it.
Midwestern.
Yeah, they've got a
Doesn't-
twang over there.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they have a
maybe he
different
doesn't
type of
mean-
accent.
Right. It doesn't mean he can't adopt a Southern accent if he wants to try that. But yeah, that's true.
But Midwestern
yeah.
accents kind of sound like Southern accents.
Yeah, to us they do. Yeah, but
Doesn't he
had
now
that-
live in like Montana or something like that?
Wyoming.
Now?
Yeah, like in some retreat in some weird
he
state.
escaped-
with,
There's
like
a
20 people.
conspiracy
for long.
theory behind that Paul McCartney song with Kanye West that it's
Oh.
part of the Abbey Road conspiracy
Really?
that Paul, because song's called Only One, and it's bringing up the essence that Paul McCartney's two people that they
Mhm.
replaced them.
I mean, I think it's a brilliant song. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was.
Well,
great.
that's what I'm reading. I'm like reading up on it right now, and that's what they're saying. They're saying there's this conspiracy
out.
that it's bringing
Him
into
and Rihanna was
question
just.
the whole Abbey Road conspiracy again.
There's a lot of emotion in that song. Him and Rihanna
Yeah.
they were pissed, and you could tell like they was mad at something because that's the song is all about anger. Like like they're pissed.
I think I'm remembering that song. He uses what does he uses a little bit of auto tune in that song, right?
Yeah, he does.
Would be
Okay.
Rihanna doesn't, but it's like
Okay, I remember.
they're waiting to get till Friday because they're pissed. Like if I
Okay.
don't make it to Friday,
Okay, now I remember that
I'm about
song.
to punch somebody in the face.
I remember being critical of that song. Like I would have rather heard some imperfections in Kanye's voice.
Oh, you get to hear a little when he's like, "If I go to jail tonight, promise you'll pay my bill." Like I'm like,
That's-
yo.
Yeah, but I mean, rather than the auto tune, I remember.
That's
feeling-
funny.
So
I remember
I have a
feeling a little disappointed.
proposal. I have
Yeah.
a proposal. But this is up to Sam. Since it seems like that we're having a lot of interesting organic conversations that's coming out of your list. And I hate and I'm sure other people hate cutting them off, like out of worry about like watching the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Would it make sense to for you to go through 11 now before you walk the dogs and then have intermission and then do the top 10 after you deal with the dogs?
No, not necessarily, because I want to see how much more I can get done before I have to leave in 15 minutes.
Okay,
I
and
don't
then
want.
Okay.
like I said,
let's
it was
just
just
keep
a
it-
suggestion.
No, it was
But
suggestion.
you don't
I
have to
appreciate-
take a
Emily. I
suggestion.
no, I understand where you're coming from. I appreciate you considering like my schedule tonight, but I can. It doesn't. I mean, I can leave it. I can really leave. If I'm out the door by 9:20, it'll take me like 10 minutes to get there. So I can. I don't want to. Stem the organic conversation either. But let's just keep going until I have to go, and then I should.
And
be
then we'll
back,
see
like,
what the
by a
deal
little
is.
after 10, and hopefully, if you guys are still on, I can whatever I didn't get to, I can get to then. I hope if you're still on, I hope
Okay.
so.
Yeah, and I apologize because I didn't know you were in time constraints, and I certainly can talk.
Oh, it's okay. That's
So
okay.
I
All right.
apologize.
No, it's all good. It's all
No.
it's all good. I wasn't. Yeah.
Because
It's all
that's my
good.
thing. Like, I'm like, what you know me. Like, I don't want to be. I can be kind of like, oh my god, time. Let's go. Chop,
Mhm.
chop. We gotta
I
get
know.
through this.
I know.
It's the
But I know.
teacher
But
in me.
but we're all also but we're all also having fun. So so
It's the teacher in me. Every
thank
activity
you.
is
No,
timed.
Emily, I understand where you're coming from. I appreciate it. Thank you. But I don't. When I have to go, I have to go. So whatever point I've gotten to by that time, that's where I'll leave off, and then I'll come back, and then I'll text you before when I get home just to make sure you're all still on. Then I'll rejoin.
Yeah, it's all good.
Awesome. Okay. So number 11 is Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson. All right.
Oh, what a
Oh,
great
yeah.
But we were just talking.
Now,
What a
Misha and I were
great
just
tune,
talking
man.
about that the other day.
is this the only song from that album or from Outkast?
Well,
We
can tell
gotta-
you,
we gotta
or you
be
could
surprised.
Find out later.
We gotta
Okay,
be
I have a
surprised.
feeling. I have a feeling. Hey Ya is
I
gonna
don't
come
want to
up.
spoil it and be like, now I would have picked Caroline, or I would have picked, but
Wait a
well,
minute, Matt. You're
It-
off. You're not even on the same album.
That's a different album. Now I
Yeah.
just realized what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was thinking that was
Matt
Miss Jackson.
just
What's her
blew
name?
my
Right,
mind,
that's
though.
Stankonia, though.
I also
You know,
Matt
you
just
know,
blew my mind dropping these Outcast joints like water.
you know
dog.
why I remember so quickly, Matt, is
I know.
I didn't,
As soon as I said it, I was like, wait a minute.
well, I didn't like Stinkonia too much, but Miss Jackson was one of the few
That it
bright
had the same
spots on that.
feeling and the same sound as the speaker box in Love Below is what it was.
Couldn't vibe with Aquemini.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what-
Clemenized. What you said you couldn't vibe?
I
With a
couldn't vibe
Clemenine?
with it. Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's the
everyone
best.
everyone
That's
criticized
hands
me.
down the best.
I think that
Album
might
they
be their
have.
best album.
That's the zone. That's when they're in the zone.
Right.
Everybody criticized me for that too.
What,
I
for
think
what?
I think if Speaker
Not
Not
Box
being able
and
to
Love
vibe
Below
with
they had done together.
Aquemini,
Mm,
that album.
okay. All right.
I don't want to keep talking about it because if you know.
You know what I think it was for me is Aquemini was just, and again, it's just me saying this, and again, I know how much of a great album it is, and I'm not hating on the album. For me, it was just way too artistic, and I was just used to that. What's that fuss? Everybody on the back of the, you know what I mean? That you know, me
Yeah.
and you, your mama and your cousin, boo,
Yeah.
riding on the strip on. But I was
Yeah,
used
they
to that
cranked
gritty
it up.
Outcast, you know what I mean? And they got real artistic.
Yeah, they cranked it up. They got really soulful on that.
I think
They
it was
cranked up.
more intellectual. Like they were forcing you to think about things. Is what really the change really was. Like it wasn't just about like
Fishing
they
grits.
got older. They
Yeah,
matured.
it wasn't just two dope boys in a Cadillac anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
No, they upgraded to a Range Rover.
But they were always doing that because even on elevators, even that song is a metaphor for, I think, for like raising the consciousness, right? Like, because the second album is like super futuristic, and that was a
Aliens,
huge,
whatever. Yeah,
that was a
second
huge
album.
turn from the funky pimp gangsta Cadillac music of the first one. And I know they lost people. I know people were like, "What's this futuristic bullshit?" Like, what's this
Nerd
weird shit?
rap.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna expand your fan base, though. I think more than you would,
Lave, can you beatbox?
Yeah.
Yo, how about you drop a drum roll for number 10?
Oh, drum. I don't know. The drum roll might be the one thing I can't really beatbox.
I mean, it don't got to really be a drum roll. It just could be a funky beat. You know what I mean? For number 10.
Boom, 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 boom.
I also just have to say I absolutely love Matt's screen right now. It looks like he's a disembodied head talking, and I think it's
Max
fucking
Headroom. Matt
fantastic.
Headroom.
Yes. So I apologize for dropping the F-bomb. Okay, number 10 is All Right.
All right.
Kendrick Lamar, All Right.
Oh, okay. That is the what is that? His third album?
It's off to Pimp a Butterfly, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That one, it took me a longer time.
I forget, is it 2 words or 1 word? I'm trying to spell correctly in the chat box.
It's 1 word. And it's 1 word, and it took me a longer time to really appreciate that one. I think because music, like Swimming Pools, like I got right away.
Yeah.
All Right was really, really dense and complex and
yeah.
almost off-putting, intentionally so. But once I really, and here's another one, I don't think he has the best voice. I really don't.
Okay.
But lyrically, he's just, he's a poet. So
yeah.
And
his flow and his mastery of his speed. And is this similar to your criticism of Aquemini? Like the album is really dense and it doesn't flow
Kendrick
the same
Lamar?
way as the
So it's very interesting, right? Because I haven't heard a lot of Kendrick Lamar stuff.
Okay.
I couldn't even name a song. However, I can say that I remember a few years ago, I was in a car with some friends and Kendrick Lamar was on the radio and I was so impressed. Obviously, because, you hear Quavo and, not to knock those guys, but you hear that style of rap, most prevalently nowadays. So when I heard him, it was like a breath of fresh air. Like, yo,
Yeah.
this guy is so nice. So that's all I can really say about Kendrick Lamar is that I
Okay.
know
But
him to
didn't
be very
Quavo
nice.
come out after Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that
that's
they weren't.
that's beyond
was
the.
probably supposed to be a different.
No,
that
but I
that
mean,
style of music where rap wasn't like, it was at a time period where you didn't hear what Kendrick was doing anymore. Not
Yeah, you
regularly.
heard more simple kind
oh,
of.
I see what you're saying. You didn't mean Quavo specifically, but
Oh.
you meant people like that.
Oh yeah, I
You
didn't
were
mean him
used to?
specifically.
Well, yeah, even him specifically, like, you know, the more simple.
I mean, you were hearing
Southern-
like Designer and Timmy Turner and you know what I mean, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Meek Mill is going to come up on your list there, Sam.
He's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
I thought for sure
sorry
you're going to say
disappoint.
Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill.
He's not. He said.
And yeah, sorry. Yeah. And I was just getting ready to walk out the door in case I don't have to leave just this second, but I was just getting dressed. But so that's why I stepped away for a sec. But yeah, everything, like, agreed with everything said about Kendrick Lamar. I wasn't in the car with Ish, but I
Not that you were aware of.
no. And I actually thought he was. I was wondering if he was about to say actually Kendrick Lamar was like in the car with him. I would have been like, oh, that was cool. But on the radio. But yeah,
I felt like he was in the car with me when he was on Power.
So, needless to say, yeah, it took me a bit to get to the game with him, but I'm fully on board, a fan now. And honestly, I think he's like the best thing that's ever come out of West Coast rap.
Ever?
Oh, that's ever.
Yep.
That's.
More than
Yep.
Dre, more than Pac.
Yep.
Oh my.
I'm putting that flag down in there.
Wow.
As
Over
Flavy-
Cube?
Yes, as Flavy, my God, the amount of social irresponsibility in the records they turned out. Not Pac, but yeah. I mean, Dre's beats and as a production were like were unbelievable. But I mean, Straight Outta Compton, that album is, and The Chronic.
Straight Outta Compton is a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's a masterpiece.
You even had both of those albums.
It's a masterpiece. Sure, it's a masterpiece if you think that bragging about rape and robbing and murdering is like cool.
Are we talking about Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah, did I miss the lyrics where like one of them says, "Yeah, I find a straight piece of pussy, I go up in it." It's rape.
But we're also talking about the album that had F the Police on it, and
Okay, so what?
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't think that Ren was referencing rape.
Yeah,
I think he was just talking about having
sex.
There
was no consent on the female's part at all.
Well, I don't think that's implied in the song either way.
Wasn't implied. Yeah, it wasn't implied. It sounded
that
like
that it wasn't consensual.
He didn't need it. He didn't care. It was very, very, at least to me, that's how I took it.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't think that was even his intent behind the lyric. Like, I'm just going to rape a chick.
Maybe, maybe not. But don't forget, Eazy-E will smother your mother and make your sister think that he loves her. Yeah.
This is all just braggadocio.
Consensual. She thinks he loves it.
This is braggadocio.
Yeah, it's all.
I'm sorry, but I've been
it's
holding
like gangster rap.
Excuse me, I'm talking.
Yeah, you missed him saying that Kendrick Lamar is the greatest West Coast rapper of all time. Go.
Who said that?
That would be Samuel, and like we are baffled.
Trying to talk.
I mean, that's a
fair opinion.
That's a very fair. That's a fair
opinion.
That's a fair opinion.
I'm baffled.
Thank you.
The only thing that baffles me, and it is I think it's a fair opinion too. I definitely think it's a fair opinion.
Everybody has the right to opinion.
I've been trying to talk for 3 minutes, and everyone's yelling over each other. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but I have to jump. But I feel like, never mind. I feel a type of way.
Okay.
But like, I feel like if you're gonna be upset about what's on Straight Out of Compton, 99% of these songs should not be on your list because
I don't
it's
agree with
all
that at
art.
all. I don't agree with that at all. But
All rappers brag about guns and drugs and crime.
no,
Most
they
of
don't
them do.
actually. No,
not
they
all-
don't.
Not all.
Next show, Emily's list, though.
Yeah.
That's all you got. Like he has his right to what is on his list. This is his list.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that absolutely lyrics are subject to interpretation. So,
Yeah.
I respect your opinion on that, Sam. I
That's how
personally don't
that's how I
think.
took it. I'm not saying that I'm right. It's how
Yeah.
it's how I interpreted that particular
But
song.
I just think it's a complete hypocrisy, though, to
Wait, the song. Wait, the song.
All
Straight
I
Out of Compton?
disagree with
Excuse
is
me.
No, there's a lyric in the
West
song,
Coast
Mike,
rapper.
where we're just real
Excuse
quick,
me, why
Emily.
am I
let-
always the one that gets talked over?
Emily, just let me just reiterate this to Mike real quick, and then I'll let you go. I just wanted to say this real quick. There's a lyric where in Straight Outta Compton, where he's like, find a girl and find a piece of, I go up in it, and Sam interprets it as non-consensual rape.
Wait, what the song?
The lyric in that
I'm
song.
trying to remember what song it is too.
Wait, from from NWA?
Yeah.
From
I mean-
NWA, yeah.
Emily wants to talk, so I mean, there's something that I want to say now, but like Emily's been waiting to talk, so
Yeah. I'm sorry, Emily. By the way.
I'm sorry. This is stupid of me, but I was starting to feel like that I was being like mansplained over because I wasn't getting a word in edgewise.
Okay.
But honest to God, like, I love you, Sam, but I'm really feeling a type of way about your list because I feel like that it's supposed to be about musicality and talent
Mhm.
and so many, and like, why is it, for example, why is it okay for, say, like you've had Lil Wayne on your list, you've had even Kanye on your list,
Mhm.
Missy Elliott talking about twerking and my neck, my back, which is all considered art.
Mhm.
And you can separate the lyrics from the artist.
Mhm.
But when it comes to other gangster rap, like, that's a double standard. You have to separate the lyrics from the artist.
Did I not do that?
Like,
All I was doing was talking about the lyrics. I didn't actually, I don't think I ever at any point said Ren was a rapist. I said the lyric itself, to me, was bragging about rape. That's the issue that I have actually with that group in general. None of those people were serious hardcore criminals, but they were actually presented as bragging about being violent criminals, and marketed in a way that appealed to people and glamorized that life. And I thought they did a big disservice. All right, Eazy-E was. There you go. Eazy-E
but you
was.
don't think that the police haven't done a big disservice to the Black community?
First of all, this is really frustrating to me because the list was just supposed to be about like 21st century rap. So now we're getting like, we're talking about like, we're going into like, I'm not even talking about this. Like,
I think
seriously.
you make a good point, though,
And I
Sam.
never said the police haven't done a disservice. I never said the police haven't done a disservice to the Black community. So I'm not sure where you're getting that.
I think you make a good
I
point.
never said
No,
that.
but where I'm getting is that the upset about is that everybody's been on my back complaining about current rap causing crime, but yet
Did I say that?
no, but
Never
people
said that.
no, but it's been happening multiple times lately, where I've talked, like when I talked about that article about like the rap songs, like causing violence in Brownsville and doing a disservice to the community. Everyone said that I was like, you know, dissing on, that I was sounding like a conservative and like sounding like one of those people who had prejudice against rap but not rock, or had prejudice against the stories of the Black community. But now, why was I getting picked on for saying, for complaining about Black on Black crime and not you, ostensibly?
Okay, so I just want to interject. I want to say that I don't recall being privy to these conversations, except for one that I can recall, when we were all having a very intimate discussion about 6ix9ine and the impact on snitching and what goes on in the hood or what have you. And I just want to say that and it doesn't mean that you don't feel that way, I don't feel that what Sam is doing is I don't think he's criticizing NWA's impact on the community as it relates to violence in the community. I think he's critical of NWA because they represent something that they're not, is what I'm getting from
among
it.
other things. Yeah.
Not that they actually had this impact that manifested in violence. At least that's what I'm getting from
Then what was the disservice that was done to the community?
Well, okay.
That's what I'm not comprehending here.
Good question.
I'm really kind of frustrated now because I actually have to go and come back in like 45 minutes. So I'm
awesome.
Yeah, so it's kind of at this point, like, so I'm kind of disappointed that I feel like there's something on me now that I want to respond to, but I can't right this second because of something that I have to do. So
We'll get you for part 2.
I know, but I understand that, but it's just like I feel I just feel a little upset that I can't address it right this second because it's coming back to me. So I want to say I'm sorry I can't answer this right now, but I'm also like but I'm also not sorry because I am fully cognizant of the position that I take, and I'm more than willing to explain it. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable, but unfortunately it's in a position where y'all are going to have to wait like 45 minutes. So I hope that doesn't bother anybody, but
no, that's cool. We knew
Sam,
we were
I
going to
hope you don't.
Sam, if I were you,
think that I'm being unreasonable. It's just that I legitimately am not understanding.
okay.
if I were you, Sam, I would be like, and while I'm driving off laughing, this is what I say. F the police, and then just click out. Just
honestly, I'm kind of feeling like that too. But because I can't really do anything about the way you all feel right now. But I'm just
Feel
saying
any
for
type of way.
Exactly. But for me, I'm just saying I do want to address this, but I also realize the conversation will be completely somewhere else by the time I get back. So
Yeah.
let's just try and resume. I hope we can resume when I get back. I look forward to sharing the rest of my list with you and explaining why I'm not a hypocrite, because I don't think that I am. But in any event, I'm really glad we're all doing this together. And I'll talk to you in like 45 minutes or so.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, see ya.
All right, man.
All right.
See ya.
Emily,
Yeah.
you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So I'm going to change the tone of my voice. You ever listen to one of those meditative courses where they play like the flow of water and the
Yes.
sound of the forest at night? I'm
Yes.
just messing with you. I'm trying to mimic that. I'm just messing with you. I don't want to feel your wrath today.
No, I mean,
Said in jest.
no, I know, but like, I mean, I have a reason for feeling the way I do, but I don't want it recorded.
Ah. Aha.
Because
Aha.
it's gonna come back to bite me in the ass.
I just want to say that we're so awesome that we
We are.
we can just be going through a music list and get to some deep stuff out of a
Mhm.
music list that speaks to the organic chemistry that is blossoming within within this
I have
community.
several problems with his list, but I don't think that they're as
I
big
mean,
as your problems. I think
if you
your
wouldn't,
problem.
if you
I
wouldn't
don't.
mind, sorry, if you wouldn't mind pausing the tape for a second, just so I
Okay.
can say what I have to say.
Yeah.